Let's turn the page because we got this question from Dwayne. If State starts out like they did last Saturday, Dwayne asks, can they beat Arizona?
Well, sure they can, but it'll be tougher. I mean, Arizona is a team that can take advantage of a slow start by Mississippi State. They'll put points on the board. If State goes 3 and out the first two drives, and then gets a field goal, could very easily be 7-3 or 10-3, or worse. Arizona's a good enough football team to take advantage of good field position, turnovers, things like that. So yeah, State needs to come out of the blocks quickly on Saturday.
Yeah, Zach Arnett wasn't lying, by the way, and of course not, but he wasn't wrong about Arizona and the explosive plays. It is what they do, and so that's such a big factor in this game is explosive plays on both sides. Mississippi State is going to have to find a way to limit Jaden DeLora, and they did it a year ago. Now, he got better as the year went on, but still, he's not a runner. Our guest yesterday that covers Arizona is right. Now, don't confuse not a runner with not athletic. He is super athletic. But he's not a guy that plays quarterback that runs and then throws it sometimes. He is a true quarterback that happens to be very, very athletic. And so a key for State is keeping him within the pocket. And when you get your opportunities to bring him down, you have to. Because if he escapes the pocket, he's so good at keeping his eyes downfield. That's a recipe for explosive plays, especially with your relatively inexperienced back end of your defense. Now, you think you've got talent there. You know you've got talent there. But inexperience. And on the other side, you can really put a game away early. Breaking news, more at 11. This is why I get paid the big bucks. If you hit your big plays. And so when those opportunities come, because I think they're going to be there for Will Rogers and those receivers, you have to make those connections, though. Even last week, missed a couple of throws where you think, when you're playing better teams, you got to make those passes. And if he can do that, you can put Arizona away early on Saturday. Those opportunities are going to be there for him. And I'm excited to see the full complement of Kevin Barbay's offense. Same thing applies with Pete Golding and the defense for Ole Miss last week. They were kind of messing around. They didn't have to try because they knew the result. I'm not saying that Kevin Barbay didn't quote-unquote try, but if you think that was the full complement of what he and that offense can do, you are insane. I'm excited to actually see them have to scheme up somebody a little bit and really see what that offense actually is capable of at Mississippi State, because we haven't seen that yet. Yeah, we got a little glimpse of a little bit different. That's not what they can do, though.
Yes, but I will tell you this. I think State's big plays on Saturday may come from the running game, specifically from Mike Wright, obviously. I think he can get loose on a run for sure. But the one thing about the big plays, if State's going to hit him in the passing game or State's going to try him in the passing game, you got to hit one in this week. You didn't hit any last week. You got to give Rodgers that confidence that he can put that ball over the top and get somebody down the field, because you're going to really need that in these next 3 games. So, yeah, I said last week I really thought that the first play of the game they should have just been like, let's 4 verts and let's go. I wouldn't be against that either this week. Let's just take a shot right off the top and see what happens. But I think that the running game is going to be the key for Mississippi State. And then the other side of that, what you were talking about defensively, if you go back and watch the game a year ago, DeLora could have had a lot of rushing yards, but he didn't take them. I think this year they're gonna talk about that and be like, look, if you break containment and it's there, just go. Just get 4 or 5 yards, and let's keep the chains moving. State's going to have to find a way to slow him down, and that's going to be a good practice because they got another mobile quarterback, a big-time mobile quarterback coming to them next week, and then 2 weeks after that with Alabama. They've got to start playing better against mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, and speaking of mobile quarterbacks, Arizona would be smart to tell him to slide late because apparently with the way the game's being officiated now, quarterbacks can slide whenever they want, and they'll still get a 15-yard penalty. It was ridiculous in the opening weekend. Something to keep an eye on. But more of your texts have come in on this. We'll keep talking. State, Arizona, Ole Miss, Tulane, your